Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, doing a little live watch along to this year's Summer League, Riker. We're gonna cover the second half of this game here, and this is we had an intriguing second half. I just had a basketball game, so I caught bits and pieces. I think you caught more of the first half than I did, Riker, but do you want to give a little recap before we sort of dive in, get some banter going about our young guys?
Yeah, well, both of us were caught off track or caught off guard by the time that this started, but I tuned in on my stream. I'm following along the live chat. Everybody's saying Scottie Barnes is a bust. He's going to be a flop. And immediately he gets a steal, an assist, a mid-range jumper, a foul, hits his free throws, and then a pull-up three. And the tune of the live chat changed completely. Everybody started saying, where's the casuals now? His floor is Scottie Pippen. He's going to be the next Giannis. So he's shown flashes of brilliance already in his Summer League debut, Ben. It's looking good.
No, that's facts. And obviously watching Summer League games throughout the years, I got headphones going wild everywhere. This is a chaotic start to this pod, Riker. But, watching Summer League games, it's always overreactions or overreacting to the good things, the bad things. And, we got to keep level-headed, but you and I are very high on Scottie Barnes. We think he's going to be an absolute monster for this team. It's really nice to see him not only be doing well, getting steals, getting assists, as you mentioned, but looking confident, specifically with that jump shot. The form, it looks even crispier than it did in college, Riker. It's not very stiff. It's not Ben Simmons-esque, so there's a lot of potential there. And we have a lot of guys that are playing well on this roster right now.
I didn't see anybody else playing well, so that's news to me. I'm going to flip through the box score here as we talk, but it's an interesting day because we get to see the debut of Delano Banton, Ishmael Wainwright, Freddie Gillespie now in his second year with the Raptors. So there's some exciting young players. Just pulled it up here. Malachi Flynn is the only other guy that's really balling out, and somebody M. Morgan. Not sure who that is. We will figure that out as we watch along, Ben.
We shall figure it all out. It's halftime now. Peasant Plays asking where you can watch us. You can watch us on Sportsnet. I know, what stream do you have it on, Riker?
NBA streams. Just search it up and you're good to go.
Yeah, we don't want to promote any streams just in case. It's always you gotta have your wits about you when you're finding streams on these broadcasts. But people are saying in the chat that Justin I may as well give myself the Jonas Barkley on this one.
Champagny. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, we'll hopefully figure it out as the stream goes along. I got the background muted right now while it's halftime. You don't need any other commentary while we're here to break it down at the half. But the Raptors, they're looking solid, right? And maybe someone gives us a little breakdown in the chat there. Got Peasant Play saying cheers, Riker. So we got a super chat going there. Shout out Peasant Plays, the quick early super chat. Paul G saying nice hoodie. We were hustling to get this stream set up. So we are here now though. We're breaking down the second half action, and I guess the first thing we gotta bring up, Riker. What are your thoughts on the new look Summer League jerseys? I think they're looking pretty fresh.
My screen is about this big, so I haven't even seen it. I gotta search that up too. Describe them.
It's like
break down the fashion.
The red jerseys, but the Raptors font. Nothing special added to it, but the Raptors in the triangle, the diagonal look, similar to the jersey but you can't see it behind me. I got the old OG jersey in the back behind me here, but it's basically the Raptors jerseys without the chevron, but it still has that sort of logo shape. It's like our alternate jerseys without the lines. Kind of looks clean, kind of looks crisp.
So no line, but the letters are in an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You know what? I'm not sold on the arrow. I'm not sold on the arrow as a design, but my issue too was the color. There was somebody made an Instagram post and they redid the color waves, but they made like the lettering and the the bold line around the lettering. They just made it make sense.
Yep.
And I wish sometimes that organizations consulted some of these subredditors or Instagram pages.
I think you and I made a whole video on that when the jerseys came out. We did something. We definitely had a big rant about it together back last year. But we have another super chat, Riker, from Paul Blunt. Also saying cheers, Riker. You got a couple cheers already in the super chats today, Riker. You got anything to say to the the animations there? You got to cheers the camera again.
Oh, dude, easy on the animations. We know what happened last time. Both of our computers just went overload. I don't know if they're cheersing my knowledge on streaming or my tea.
Your tea.
Was golfing this morning. A little bit of sunlight, trying to stay awake. Ben was playing basketball. Were you playing or coaching?
Oh no, we were playing. Got that scrim in. Riker's missing out on the old scrims. The worst. Riker.
No, I'm not. I joined a basketball league here.
I'm saying the Newfoundland scrims, bro. You know those. We're just ranting here as the second half comes along. But and speaking of cheers, I learned last night while you're cheersing at a dinner table, Riker, it's key to look the person in the eye. That the person you're hitting the glass with. You got.
Oh yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah, you
got to hold that eye contact. That's the German way.
Yeah, you know it's not very German, but we'll. Do you know any German? Oh, it looks like we got baited. We hit up with a wired segment, but the commentators.
Yeah, do you know what's interesting? I don't know if you've heard this one or not. So we've picked up a 7-footer on the summer league roster, Anas Mahmoud. 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 Anas Asama Mahmoud. He's an Egyptian player. He signed for the summer league. He played at Louisville. He's 26 years old. Proper 7-footer. Went undrafted. I guess we'll see his debut. I don't know if he got much run yet. He played 4 minutes, 1 rebound, no shots. So we'll see what happens. But first 7-footer on the roster.
Yeah. You know, that's always exciting for the Toronto Raptors right now, considering we have a team of pretty well exclusively 6'9" guys. So it's looking like the team's coming back. But a lot of people are excited about him coming in. Obviously, you and I haven't looked too deeply into him. There's been so much news, so many videos we've been putting out, but might have to do a breakdown video if he's showing any promise in these games. But yeah, he's not a player that's known for the offensive side of the ball, but apparently defensively, lots of potential. So that's something.
2.9 blocks per game in 36 games on Louisville last season. That's insane. Almost 3 blocks per game.
Yeah. No, that's
only 5 rebounds per game. So it's not really adding up. He's not, if you're going to be down low swatting shots, you'd think he'd also be gobbling up the rebounds.
Yeah, no, for sure. The game's back on for me, Riker. So I got the kind of weird angle set up here. Get that casual lean back. As we watch along together. Apparently, the pronunciation is Marmoud. Marmoud? My reading isn't the best right now.
Like with an R? Marmoud?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. All right.
The Raptors, they're out here playing some defense. Freddie Gillespie. I've seen in the chat that Delano Banton and Freddie Gillespie have struggled in the first half, so that's a whew. Malachi Flynn, sir. I'm on cable. I'm out here watching this live on the cable.
Yeah, Ben's on cable, so he's gonna have the significant time advantage to everybody like us watching in the pirated streams, but that's all right. We'll react to your reactions, Ben. You're gonna have to be the play-by-play commentator here, and I'm gonna be the relief commentator.
Reacting to these things, but Malachi Flynn, he's looking big. He's looking like a big dude, Riker. He's confident. He's shooting his threes, and this is an interesting starting lineup to the half. We got Malachi, David Johnson, Freddie Gillespie, Scottie Barnes. A little rebound and finish. Our 4th pick cooking it up, and Ishmael Wainwright. Wainwright's looking long. He's looking like a big guy.
He looks, yeah, which he is. He's 6'5", so he's not incredibly oversized for an NBA player, but a 7'1" wingspan on 6'5" height is insane.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Man, Scottie Barnes is absolutely is a monster, is a beast. People are asking where to watch it in the chat. Just Google NBA streams free. There's
no NBA streams Reddit, and you'll go to NBA streams.byte or something, and then just pick your choice from there. Again, don't take my recommendations to a T, because if anything happened to your computer, I'd feel bad. But
download
ideally ad block.
Download malware bytes prior to going on these streaming sites. Buff Streams is usually a solid goat, but obviously you and
No,
I...
not anymore. Not anymore. Weak spell is the new one.
Weak spell. Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know. Usually, I guess a YouTube video is fine to save these things. I know it's unwritten rule to not speak out the locations, but
I know.
We gotta help out the chat. We gotta help out the chat with these streams. But I'm on cable. That's why I'm ahead. You know, if you got the cable, you're at your rent's house. You could just watch along. You know, the Raptors up 46-39. Barnes is absolutely killing it right now.
Man, Barnes, he looks strong. I can only react to what I've saw, which is about 2 minutes less than what you've seen so far.
Yep.
But his length and size really does look incredible out there. Like, he looks like the biggest guy on the court. Very similar to OG. When you watch OG Anunoby live, even if you're up in the third bowl, you look down and say, who's that man with the calves, with just calves that look like they were molded out of stone? His legs are massive.
God.
He is OG. We clearly are fanboys here, but his size is incredibly impressive. And you get that sense looking at Scottie Barnes out there too, that he just looks like the biggest guy in the court. And I had my reservations about saying this guy could come from college playing point guard or point forward to being a power forward center for us. But watching this briefly, he definitely has the size for it.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And I really like that OG Anunoby comparison, looking at their physiques. Obviously, OG is bigger. He's been in the league a little bit longer, but he did seem bigger coming into the league as well. But the mobility, the handles, the touch, it seems like it's already there for Scottie Barnes, and the 3-point shot's already going down, which is already...
You would hope. We picked him fourth, Ben. You don't want a project that's as long as Pascal Siakam if you have the fourth overall pick in the NBA draft. So
yeah, but if you could get a Pascal Siakam, you'd even do it, because an all NBA guy at the fourth pick.
But anybody could technically be a Pascal Siakam if you're looking at a guy in college that only shoots 20% from three, or 14%, was it in college?
Wait, Scottie Barnes or Pascal?
No, Pascal Siakam.
Pascal,
you said if you could pick a Pascal Siakam, but what metrics are you using? Because he had atrocious stats. So you would think that anybody could technically be a Siakam. You just need the right players, development staff, the right guy with the mental attitude.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. But David Johnson's out here looking smooth. He's rocking 13 for the Raptors. I feel like we haven't had many 13s on the squad. Am I mistaken, Andy?
You remember the numbers better than I do.
Yeah, I'm a big numbers guy. I love Terrence Ross with the 31. It's my number in basketball. What was your go-to number?
12.
12? Dwight Howard.
I guess so. 12 and 7. Those are the two that I like, but 12 if it was available.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting that close up of the jersey now. And they minimized. They shrunk the font size of the lettering too, hey?
Yeah. No. It's
create a little roof for the numbers.
Scottie Barnes missed a 3, but he's taking them. He's taking the threes. You love to see him taking the threes.
And you're right, his mechanics look fine. It's a fluid jump shot. You might tweak maybe his release or maybe his elbow a little bit, but in terms of it coming up in a natural way, elbow being tucked in, his follow through, it looks all pretty fluid, pretty solid.
In the couple of shots I've seen him take this summer league game, it kind of reminds me of Kawhi's jumper, just in terms of
where it's mechanics. More of a
like mechanics are great, but still a little bit awkward. But as we know with Kawhi Leonard, that doesn't always matter. But we do have a super chat record from Paul Blunt. It's nice to have a lottery pick talent for a change, and the guy coming in ready to rock. That's always key for when you're picking in the top 5.
Yeah. And I think people watching this need to bear in mind, too, that Scottie Barnes was selected at 4th overall, averaging 10 points per game. Yep. So don't expect this guy to be a 30-point per game scorer or anything close. He was selected because he's going to be a guy that has playmaking, has height, has defense, a little bit of rebounding, and a little bit of scoring. So what we're seeing so far, I think, it's exactly what we would want from him. And if he can develop his jumper and everything, then he's going to be a terrific player.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And Gabe Alfonso Riker.
Yeah.
I knew something was different about Malachi Flynn. Came into this game rocking 22, and I said, is that Malachi Flynn's number? It is not. He rocked 8 last season, so maybe he's having a little jersey switch, Riker. Maybe Kobe went from 8 to 24 and won a couple chips. Is Malachi Flynn going to go to 8 to 22 and win a couple chips as well, Riker?
We have to figure out what the reason. Maybe somebody already knows why he switched. There's usually a lot of meaning and sentiment behind the numbers that NBA players wear.
Anyone wears. Don't just be giving that to NBA players, Riker.
All right, 31. What is it? How personal is it to you, Ben?
It's pretty, deep to my heart. It's Steve Nash backwards, back as a kid, because you can't copy, right? You can't overtly copy. Reggie Miller, he's a shooter, right? You got that vibe there. It's a little bit different, but still not obscure like those big numbers. It's usually in the pile of jerseys you get. And then you can just say to people, like, 31 days in a month, and I'm all day.
There was nothing personal about that at all.
That's why I choose it. That's why
there was sentiment, but there was nothing personal about it. I was expecting some sort of sad story or something.
As a child, like Riker. That's not personal.
Okay.
My hero, Steve Nash.
Fair enough.
No, 13. It's a vibe, but the 31 days in a month, and I'm all day. That's the culture.
Oh, okay. I like that. And I'm all day. I like that.
People kind of go at me, there's 30 days in some months. Well, I'm extra those months.
That you are. Man, those Wendy's chicken nuggets that you might have saw 2 minutes ago, they're hidden a certain way right now.
Hidden a certain way. No, my game just returned back on, but we have a super chat from Peasant Plays. No, if no other Raptors fan has said it, I'll go ahead and say it. I'm glad we drafted Scottie Barnes. Peasant Plays, you called me. We were talking the night of the draft, and you were mad that we drafted Scottie Barnes, and I told you Scottie Barnes is the GOAT. So I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that you've come around on Scottie, because he's going to be a beast. And for Raptors fans that have not joined the Scottie Barnes bandwagon, join along with Riker and I, Peasant Plays, and everyone in this chat, because Scottie Barnes is the GOAT, and we got to respect the GOAT. It's my rant as I'm watching this game.
That's to be determined. And here's the other point of consideration too, is had we selected Jalen Suggs, he'd probably be out here balling out right now, maybe competing a little bit with Malachi Flynn for who can one-up one another. But the scoring side, you're probably going to see more at the beginning of his career from Jalen Suggs. Again, don't fret. When you see Scottie Barnes out there absolutely towering over everybody else, defense, getting steals at the half court, that's the reason we selected this guy. So definitely early signs are indicating this was an awesome pickup.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Malachi Flynn's making drives, getting tackled, but Danny Loveless is in the super chat. My guy, he's paying. I paid him $5 earlier for our gym time, and he's coming in with the $6.99 on the super chat. But Ben and Riker, what do you think of the scene where Fred, Pascal, Kem, Nurse, Masai, and Bobby were all sitting courtside? I missed that.
I meant to bring it up.
Okay.
Pascal, Fred, Nick Nurse in the front row. Right behind them, Masai and Bobby Webster.
Jeez.
Everybody's here watching. And you know what this would indicate to me? That Pascal Siakam is not getting traded. I don't see them being buddy with Pascal if in the works they were looking to move him, unless it's mutual. And we haven't really heard anything that both parties are looking to part ways. So I think we're gonna keep Pascal Siakam at least till the trade deadline, which is good. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And we actually have to make a video on this. We've had so many video ideas the past few days. I forgot to bring this one up too, but I had it in my head. But a quote did come out from Webster talking about how they want to build around Pascal, OG, and Fred. So I think that's he directly said that as a quote. So I think we can put to rest any of those rumors or trade requests. I'm sure they put him out there in trade talks, but I'm thinking the trade request they saw what they could get from him, and they knew they weren't getting anything good back. So we got to keep.
Well, if the best offer was Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley, you're not doing that trade. That's
no, and
right for a guy that's never been an all-star and a center who's been injured, and you don't know what he could do, or if he would just be a bust. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do that at all, especially when the core of that trade would be Buddy Hield, and we don't need another guard.
No, not at all. And Malachi Flynn's absolutely killing it here. Been
Yeah, he just hit a dirty step back three on my screen to make it 51. Don't know where you're at.
Yeah, I'm at 313. He's just out here cooking. He is, Peasant Plays is out here saying the Flynn Reaper. I'm trying to get these super chats right. Wainwright, woo! Rocking the Riker number 12, Riker.
Hey,
splashing threes.
Like I said, I hope he gets that tuck. I hope he tucks the ball in, just does football drives to the basket and just pushes stiff arms, whatever he's got to do, everybody out of the way.
Yeah. Well, the PJ Tucker comparison. He's looking good. He's hitting threes. He's slashing to the rim. He's an absolute
tight end
unit out there.
frame. He is a unit.
Yeah.
And tight end, that's the Rob Gronkowski position in football, I believe. I'm not a huge football guy, but pretty sure that's the position. Rob Gronkowski's a gigantic dude, so
man. Lionheart's asking where you can watch the game. It's on Sportsnet, but if you type in NBA streams, it'll pop up somewhere as well. So you want to give that a Google. But
NBA streams.
You have the box score in front
link.
of you. Do you, Riker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a rundown of all the stats. Well, I'm here in commercial break. I know you're probably not in commercial break, but I'm going
commercial. I want to see whatever the hype was about Ishmael Wainwright.
Yeah.
So give me. Actually, it was probably at what, the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, around there. Once you see Wainwright,
wait. It's coming right up. Then I'll give you the rundown.
Ishmael. That's how you pronounce it, correct? People have been honest. People are always honest. The off season.
Oh, a nice rhythm corner three. I see what you're saying now. And that was because when I watched his highlights, I was a bit afraid. It seemed to me like, you keep your form tight, but it seemed like his arm was coming out. He almost finishes like, instead of his arm, his follow through being like around shoulder or face, it was almost out farther to the side. It's going to be, I guess, inversed on the camera, but it seemed like his right arm opened up too much.
Closer. You got to get closer.
Okay. It seemed like here it is, but it seemed like his arm opened up, so it's more side of his body.
No.
We'll run down through the box score. Malachi Flynn. This is going to be
we have a couple big super chats. Big super chats. We'll throw out there because BC is saying, will Pascal shoot O/U? I'm not sure if I don't know what that means.
Over under.
Thank you. 30% from three, and is it important for the team? I'm saying over. He's been. I know he was 30-ish% last season, but he was on a good trajectory. He didn't touch a basketball for a while. I guess he will have the shoulder issues coming into this season, which,
he's gonna have the exact same issue, not having touched the basketball. He'll be able to
do like set workouts and stuff. But I'm trusting he'll be better.
And it's his off shoulder too. That's the good thing. So if he wants to shoot,
I'm picking 36%, back to 36, where he was the season prior.
It is critically important that he shoots well from three this season, but Ben, I want him to shoot less threes because the issue was he played that pull-up three or one dribble three or step-back threes. None of that is in his arsenal yet. So he's got to go back to the basics, play inside-out basketball, and then, hit those non-contested. They're like, man, we're getting pounded on the inside. Let's give him space to shoot. Then you make them pay, and those are the easier shots. So that's why I'm saying he should shoot over 30%.
Yeah.
Box score, or do we have another one?
Yeah, and we have another one from Peasant Plays. They go, I'm pressing the wrong button, not the super chat. I got the Riker. Okay, there might be a lot of animations about to play.
But don't be doing that. It's going to override the computers.
I pressed it by accident, Riker. Don't be hating. But I had the Ben Simmons dog animations going in the background. But Peasant Plays NFL dude for three. When you got an NFL player, they got to splash some threes, Riker. But this game, it's looking good, 56-47. Run us through the box score there. And while you do that, we'll get a little like spike going, because LF is in the chat saying like spike. So let's get that like spike. Well, Riker
Ranford Champagne, Justin's father, won 1996 now. Okay. Sorry, I was just like, and if you guys know the proper pronunciation of Champagne or Champagne or however you would say it, give us that phonetic spelling so we don't butcher it every time we say this man's name, Justin.
Yes, please.
Let me refresh box score real quick, Ben. 56-47 right now. Malachi Flynn, as he should, being the leader of this team.
Yep.
No assists, though. Does that surprise you? 0 assists so far. 16
I've seen him facilitating
points.
the pick and roll, though. Freddie's just not really catching him.
I've seen the pick and roll, but maybe we're not getting hard roll action. Maybe it's more pick and that's it. Pick and fizzle. But all right. I just wanted to. I saw Delano Banton about to spot check a 3-point shot from the top, but he clunked it pretty hard off the back rim. 3 for 4 from 3. Again, this is an important season for Malachi Flynn because he's going to get proper backup point guard minutes, and he's going to be expected to score. Him and Dragic, but mostly Malachi Flynn because Dragic on that expiring contract. There's not going to be specifically plays drawn up for him because we want that development to go to Malachi. Scottie Barnes
killing it right now.
Champagny, is that how we're saying it?
That's what Rio McLovin's saying. Shout out McLovin.
Okay, Champagny. He's killing it?
He's killing it. He's driving the lanes. He's rocking it out.
Scottie Barnes, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Stat sheet stuffing like you would want him to. How many turnovers? And only 1 turnover. My man. Two fouls. That's awesome.
Man.
Gillespie, underwhelming, 2 points, 11 rebounds. Ishmael Wainwright, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
What a pass.
David Johnson.
Oh my goodness.
Who was
Scottie Barnes, the left hand rebound, left hand full court pass up to Delano Banton. I apologize for cutting you off as this game's going on, but this is...
Cut me off. Yeah, like I said, you're the play-by-play guy. I'm just the supportive, the filler, the storyteller.
The storyteller. Champagny.
Justin Champagny. Which people were excited about. They did say that in the comment section. You can run back the tapes. People were saying you're not giving our man Champagny much discussion time, but he's
Scottie
out there.
Barnes, another steal. Ooh. Oh, they didn't count the dunk. They didn't count the dunk. Scottie Barnes had a steal. He got fouled and he yammed it down. And unfortunately, they didn't call the dunk. They didn't give him continuation. But Scottie Barnes.
I test right now. Would you say that Scottie Barnes has a tighter?
Oh, his handle's way tighter than OG.
Yeah.
Way
okay.
Tighter.
You went there. I was gonna dip my toes, and I didn't want to offend you or anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to speak OG's handle into existence, guys. It's.
Oh, I finally got that left hand pass. That is so difficult to make a full court pass offhand, and just push it pinpoint. I mean, if people listening have ever played basketball, which I'm sure most people have, full court passes are hard, man. Like they're tough. You gotta put some mustard onto them to really get it there.
You gotta time it well. The full court pass is my game. You're
and just with the speed that NBA players can run, you really got to make sure you got to put it ahead. So that's a really nice pass. But Delano Banton, he's not done a lot. 3 blocks though. Holy. So I'm very excited to nice. I'm very small ball, but still tall and lengthy.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it, and people are flaming Banton, and I don't know if you mentioned his stats so far in this game. 3
points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks, 1 for 5 shooting. No 3. 0 for 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, he even said in his interviews, he's going to be a project. He's our second round project.
He said that about himself?
He said, I get if I'm coming in, I understand my role. If I'm a development player, it takes me a year to work in the 905. Like I'm cool with that. I want to work. I want to rep the city. And I love that. Okay, I love that he's not in here saying, I got to get minutes and do all this. He wants to go through the 905 system. And that's what he's clearly going to be. And you see the tools where Masai Ujiri's looking at him and saying, he's got 3 blocks as a point guard already in this game, Ryker. So that's very encouraging to see him be capable at the point guard. Obviously, he isn't scoring and is not at the level we want him to be at just yet. But if he can run the point guard or just have those ball handling skills and then be able to guard players on the perimeter, that's going to be a really valuable piece if he can start putting it all together.
You said it perfectly, Ben. You said it perfectly. And a guy that's excited to develop means if he doesn't get minutes in his first season or two, he's not going to have that ego issue and he's not going to be a salty guy on the
Yeah.
end of the bench, like we see some players when they come over to Toronto with expectations that they're going to be a rotation piece, and then it doesn't really work out, and they just look stale at the end of the bench.
Yep.
Right? They look like they're really bringing the mood down of the overall team. So to have a guy that's wanting to come in, develop his game, and eventually we can look forward to our starting point guard potentially being 6'9", that is exciting. That's really exciting.
Yeah, no, it's wicked. Scottie Barnes, 14 points, 9 rebounds, a few assists. What an absolute monster, Riker.
That's a really fantastic stat line.
Oh man,
especially with Malachi Flynn being on this team to still get his points too. That's what I like, because he'll be playing a lot with. Actually, do you think he's going to be the starter? A lot of people have him in the starting lineup.
Malachi Flynn?
No.
Gary Trent Jr.
No.
Barnes?
Scottie Barnes.
Scottie Barnes.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess he will, because Siakam will be out.
The point you just brought up, Paul Blunt just said a super chat. Could Barnes get a starting role over Boucher while Siakam's out? I think that's guaranteed. I think that's guaranteed. Boucher is naturally a backup. I feel like we like him off the bench. We didn't even start him at points when we had Bembry running power forward, Stanley Johnson. We like the Boucher scoring punch off the bench.
And that's that's in no way an insult to Boucher.
No, at all.
It's just we need scoring off the bench. And Boucher comes out shooting, comes out absolutely killer instincts, looking to get his shots up. So I don't think Scottie Barnes would be that sort of scorer off the bench. So it makes a lot more sense to have him in the starting lineup.
Yep.
Definitely right there.
And Peasant Plays is coming out with the important stats, saying Scottie Barnes has already made more threes than Ben Simmons did all last year, which that's a true stat. You know, the young socialite. We might have to. We're coming up with new segment ideas. They're going to be concocted over the next couple of weeks. So definitely.
I don't think it's a proper stat though. I think he's only hit 1 3. I think Ben Simmons hit at least 2 threes last season. We can hope. We can exaggerate, Riker. But you know, if you guys want a young socialite segment, we'll make it. We'll make it for you. No, but Wainwright. Bro, Wainwright is running people over. He is bullying. This guy, he's going to be a fan favorite, I feel. Ooh, who is that? Does he know what sport he's playing?
Is that Champagne? I don't even know who that was.
Yeah, I wonder do you know what number he's wearing? I would love to be able to visualize Champagne out there.
I am not sure. Does it say in your box score?
No.
Man, we got some shooters on this team. We got some.
I see Mahmoud is out there.
Oh my goodness.
Wainwright.
I need the volume up a little bit. I need to hear who this guy is splashing the threes.
Get it on.
Is Utah?
8 is Adams. 12 is Wainwright.
Man, Wainwright just straight up stripped that basketball. Like, took it from Obi Top. Okay, was it Obi Toppin? No, it was someone random. Like it was candy from a baby. Wainwright, maybe it was Wainwright who hit one of those threes. I'm not sure. Man, let us know. Yeah,
I can fact check you because you're 2 minutes ahead, so I'm about to see all the plays that you've been reacting to.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Man, the threes are out here cooking. Man, this team, I love Raptors basketball. We're good. And we got a center now, dunking Riker. That is wild. And yes, it's true. We are up 16. Fan fiction Pop-Tart. We are not 14-16 now, but I'm sure that with that dunk that just happened. Now, Mahmoud, I think that's how it was pronounced. We were told earlier. He just got blown by in the paint in the post. So
cool.
He
seems too thin to me to be a. I got excited when I saw 7-footer, but then you actually look at him out there, and he honestly, even though he's a bit taller than Scottie Barnes, he looks definitely smaller than Scottie Barnes while he's out there, even though he's got 3 inches on him, just because he doesn't have enough mass.
Yeah, and he looks like Wainwright. Wainwright looks like he could probably play center over Marmoud, because that guy is a monster. Yeah, they're showing Masai Ujiri here now, who's just looking a bit hyped. Our vice chairman, Riker. Our vice chairman. Masai is back. For people that didn't watch that video. You know.
So that corner 3 that you saw was M. Morgan.
Okay. Yeah.
Who we still have not confirmed what his proper name is.
Yeah. we're gonna break all these guys down in coming videos. We've had a lot of news, and we don't want to spam you guys too much. But Wainwright just hit a free throw, Riker. That's it's always a positive. And
just
the summer league team, the Raptors summer league team is absolutely killing it right now, Riker.
Yeah, I hate to say scrubs when it's just summer league. Everybody needs to get their run, but we probably have the scrubs out here that are going to finish the.
Well, no, we got Scottie
the end
Barnes,
of the game
we
for
got
us.
Wainwright still in this game.
Well, Scottie Barnes went back in.
Yep, Scottie Barnes is back here. Oh my God, did he just make that? What a monster! Scottie Barnes takes on three guys, shoots it over it, and then the ball pops out, and he just slaps it back in. It wasn't a dunk, but he is relentless. He is a monster. He protect. He attack. He is a beast. K Cedar is saying in the super chat, love the new player / rookies ride or die fan through the ups and downs. We can a hello for that Scotty dunk. Hello. I'm giving the hello for K Cedar because Scottie Barnes, mans is a beast. Looking like he's getting a couple free throws here now. As I was reading out that super chat. People are saying Matt Morgan. It's
Matt Morgan.
We're learning along with you guys. We don't keep track of the super deep team. People are saying we need a 905 digest. We would not be the most up to date.
We wouldn't be the front runners for the 905 digest. We'd have to bring in some new people.
Anyone wants a spin-off channel of the 905 digest, come to us. But we have the Leafs digest now. We're looking to expand, but we have another super chat from Genfron Genpro. Not sure if it's a hard G or a soft G, but a shout out to Canada's women's soccer team. Matt Morgan almost
gold medal,
fade away 3-2. So I apologize for the pause, but yeah, get that gold, Canada.
We had some impressive golds in a row. It was the women's, and then that fast guy, can't remember his name off the top of my head. He won the 200-meter sprint.
Oh yeah.
He was really close with Usain Bolt the last two competitions.
Not everyone calls
Tyson
him
or something like that.
Andre
DeGrasse. Tyson. Wait, is it Tyson? DeGrasse? Tyson?
No, I think it's Andre DeGrasse, but I keep thinking Neil deGrasse Tyson. That scientist that always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so he won that, and then there was, I think, a Canadian won the decathlon, which, in my opinion, it's not the most exciting event to watch, but it's the most impressive because you have to be the best at 10 sports.
Yeah.
10 separate sports, the best all around. Obviously, you can lose some events and make up for it in others, but to win an event that's that well-rounded, it's quite the feat. So
yeah,
wasn't hyped up the same way though that those other two were, but
no,
shout out to Canada.
Without a doubt. Riker, I want to throw out a question to you. I want to throw a question to the chat. Who would win?
Yes, sir.
Who would win a game? This Raptors Summer League roster right now, or the 2020-2021 Toronto Raptors team that tanked their way to the pick?
With Aaron Baines at the starting center.
Yep. Who would win this?
No, we can't insult the proper team because it's almost a run it back team this year. There's not a ton of roster changes. So to suggest that the Summer League team would win would basically mean that we're expecting we're going to tank again next season.
I have to mute someone in the chat. They're spamming.
Moderate.
I don't really know how to do this, but I think his messages are hidden. I apologize. But if you're spamming, it's got to happen. But the Raptors, I'm getting better at being a little bit of a moderator. We got to figure out how these things are going, but that's a question. FIBA U19 gold team, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, Scottie Barnes was on that squad. Jalen Suggs. How are we feeling about Jalen Suggs, the Raptors passing on him now, guys? Because you and I think we were the only two that really initially, obviously we thought Suggs was coming. Michael Grange lied to us, so we had the Suggs chant rocking. But as soon as we heard Scottie Barnes, we were pretty happy with it. We were pretty happy with the selection. And
I was extremely happy. Yeah. Better positional fit for the Raptors. So
yeah, you were low on Suggs initially anyways. I was high on Suggs, but Scottie Barnes, the more I watched him, the more I fell in love with him. And once it hit in that we were officially getting him, I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good vibe.
And it's a way better fit. And for people who are saying that we dug him up with a pick that we could have traded down for, not the case, because he was projected on draft day. Now, prior to draft day, he wasn't as high, but on proper draft day, he was projected to go at 5. So there was no trading down to 13 where we can get pick back and a couple of players and still get Scottie Barnes. It was 4 or 5. That's where he was going. So it's not like, it's not like we wasted a top 4 pick. That was the right move. And as we're seeing right now, he's going to be a much better fit than bringing in another point guard.
Yeah. And the thing about it too was, as you mentioned with the trade down, everyone was trying to trade up to select Barnes. Apparently, if the Magic traded up or the Oklahoma City Thunder traded up, they were going to acquire Barnes. So it wasn't just the Raptors who were going to select him. So it's not just the Raptors scouting staff, but I guess they did have, when it came down to it, they were able to sort of go against the grain, which is cool. And Malachi Flynn is just slashing. Seen in the chat, people are calling him a smaller Dame or a younger Dame. I buy it. I buy into the hype. I buy into the bandwagon.
Dame? Who? Suggs or Malachi Flynn?
Malachi Flynn. Did I say Suggs? I might be.
No, I just... Okay,
Banton! Woo! A little Giannis-esque and one for Delano Banton.
What does a Giannis-esque and one mean?
Coming in, just kind of bullies his way to the rim with a big center around and shoot it over him.
All right.
I'm getting Giannis vibes here from my guy Delano Banton. Will he lead us to a chip? Was this the Giannis 2021 with Delano?
I don't know. Ben, does it surprise you that there's not more talented 7-footers out there?
Well, there's not like a lot of them, isn't there?
Well, there's basically a 7-footer on every single college team, but yet there's only ever 1 or 2 7-footers that are in the NBA draft.
Yeah, I've just heard that, like, if you're a 7-footer in the States or something, or maybe even the world, there's a 17% chance you're in the NBA.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a dramatized stat or like one of those Facebook memes that people put out.
Well, maybe majority of 7-footers play basketball, so maybe you have like 80% of all 7-footers that are on a D1 team.
Yep.
And then only 1 or 2 of those guys then get selected to the NBA. It just surprises me that there's not more talented big men. And by talented, I don't mean unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis type, Jokic type guys that can shoot and stinky pinky guys that can shoot, do everything. I just mean guys that don't look awkward and useless out there, like 7-footers that can properly rebound the ball, be a good defensive presence. They're few and far between. Move well.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's because it's...
Did he travel? I apologize for cutting you off.
Explain it. You're the color commentator here.
Delano Banton, he made a really nice drive. He traveled though, but it was he got to the rim in about 2 steps. It was I don't know. I get why we drafted him. I think he's going to be nice. The fundamentals, obviously, they need a little bit of the
Say it, man.
Freddie Gillespie just got absolutely destroyed by the guy with the afro on the Knicks. You'll see it soon. But
he got just boom, shoulder down.
He got dunked on, and then the guy basically kicked Gillespie over. It was. I
just saw him get bodied on a screen. He just got absolutely wiped out. Somebody ran right into him.
Yeah, Freddie Gillespie's looking a little bit not game situation ready just yet. Not the same way.
Kem Birch a bit too old to play in summer league, or I wouldn't have hated to see Kem Birch play in this if he was eligible. Probably too old.
Yeah, he's 28-ish, 27, 28.
But is summer league based on age or years in the NBA?
I guess.
I guess he would fall out of. He'd fall out of both criteria though.
Yeah, Ishmael Wainwright, he's 26, so he'd be usually considered
same age
too
as
old.
Birch.
But it's.
I think it's something like 3 years is the maximum, and then but if you're a 3-year guy and you're in the starting lineup, they don't want to risk an injury, so they probably wouldn't play you anyways.
Yeah, the experience. This is really experienced basketball and sort of a showcase as well, right? Trying to earn those contracts, because even if you're not going to get signed to your own team, similar to what we did with Terrence Davis on the Denver Nuggets, he had a really strong preseason, and you see it. You see the dunk.
That dude's head got so high above the rim, he just jumped out the building,
and then he just kicks Freddie Gillespie over. That was
Holy
was
moly. That
tough.
guy jumped. He didn't just jump. He elevated. He took off.
Yeah,
Springs in his shoes.
yeah. No, it's a that was a wild play, but it's a tough situation. I got cut off. I wanted to see your reaction to that rant. I'm forgetting what I'm saying here now. But Precious Achua, he hasn't stepped into this game, right? Apparently he's in the box score, but has he played?
Yeah, no, I didn't even see him geared up. Oh yeah. Wait, is he wearing the beanie? Oh, you're looking at a different thing than I am.
Commercial, yeah. Has he played?
That guy jumps so high. No, he hasn't stepped foot.
Okay, so yeah, because people are saying that Achua's backing up Freddie Gillespie, and Gillespie's a G League player. So I think it's just Achua's literally brought into the team officially a day ago. So it makes sense that they're not going to play him right away, but he's getting with the team, getting organized and stuff. But
yeah, they probably want to play him in a practice or something first before they get him out there.
No, without a doubt.
I'm interested though, because I thought in a couple of games that we watched the Raptors play against the Heat, that Achua was much more of a rotation piece for the Heat. But when you look at his box score, he only averaged 10 or 15 minutes per game. He only had 4 to 6 points per game. Like, he wasn't a very, unless he does stuff that doesn't show up in the box score, wasn't much of an impact player for the Heat, as I had thought he was based on the eye test. So
yeah, but that's usually how it goes, and the Raptors are picking up players. The eye test, they look great, and then the stats, they're not there, and then the stats come along after. So that's what we like to see. But Malachi Flynn's shooting a couple free throws. Do you want to run through the stats of our just top guys again, Riker? We had a couple people asking for them there.
81-69, I think, is the score right now. Scottie Barnes, Malachi Flynn, they're neck and neck, 18 points apiece. Malachi Flynn doing it efficiently, 58 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3.
Yeah.
Whereas Scottie Barnes is only 38% from the field, but he has 18 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and only 1 turnover and 2 fouls, plus 13 on the game. Amazing start for this guy.
And
especially
highlight reel plays.
And a highlight reel play. That pass. What impressed me the most, this guy only averaged 10 points. He only averaged 10 points in college, and to come out and show out, and to shoot as much as he is. I'm really happy that he's looking for his shot, because that's something that OG doesn't do. So to have a guy that might have more confidence than OG and the same level of defense and maybe better ball handling, which you've already conceded, that is very exciting. And then Ishmael Wainwright finished with 10 points. Nice.
Yeah,
Gillespie, not a great.
Good. Well, it's not finished.
He looks good.
Yeah. Got 2 minutes left.
David Johnson, 1 for 5, 0 for 3 from 3. Gillespie, 1 for 7. Neither of them impressed tonight, but Gillespie, 12 rebounds. So that's fine. Matt Morgan, 11. Nobody else really jumping out of the box score. So no different than what you're seeing if you're watching along. But what's really impressive is that Malachi Flynn, you'd expect him to do well, be productive on the offensive side of things. And Scottie Barnes is keeping up with him tit for tat. So that's a really great show out for the rookie.
No, without a doubt. We have a super chat as well from Christian Burton. Flynn looking so good. Barnes will get there offensively. Very impressed with Champagny. And Matt Morgan as well. Don't know what to make of Wainwright yet. I like those. It looks like the Raptors hit a 3 while the talk was there. But good breakdown from Burton. That's what we're saying on this. But I've been a fan of Wainwright. He's not going to be a box score guy no matter what level he plays at. He's PJ Tucker-esque. He's just going to play remarkable defense, hit his open threes, and bully his way to the rim occasionally. That's all we want out of him, and it's looking fire. The Raptors are just hitting more and more threes. This team is nasty. And this is a squad.
Looks pretty good. And you know what we said about PJ Tucker too was it's defense, not a ton of rebounds, but good defense, and 2 corner threes a game. And Ishmael Wainwright has 2 threes this game, so he's done everything that PJ Tucker would do.
No, it's what a guy to get as an undrafted free agent, Riker. That's Whew, yeah. This is crazy. People are asking what channel the game's on. It's on Sportsnet 1. You can check that out.
I mean, you're only 2 minutes left though anyways, so
it's Man, you love to see the Raptors. The Raptors Summer League guys just killing it, Riker.
Ben, about to start as well. Charlotte Hornets. LiAngelo Ball. Not in the starting lineup.
He's not in the starting lineup?
No.
But if this guy's not starting on the Summer League team, that's tough.
It's pretty tough. He's competing with Book Knight, Jones, Richards, Lewis, and Riller. Don't know who any of those guys are. So actually, Book Knight I do.
Yeah.
And K Jones, I think, is Kai Jones. The rest,
yeah.
I don't know.
Man, Malachi Flynn, he's hitting floaters. He's hitting threes. This is Malachi Flynn's legit. He's going to be a legitimate backup point guard for us next season, Riker.
Next season? This upcoming season?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's he's hitting.
Well, that's facts. He has to be. He's the only guy. He's the only guy we.
But similar to Terrence Davis and Matt Thomas, we were kind of hoping they were going to be backup players in the squad last year. Malachi Flynn will be that. 23 points, 6 rebounds and assists for Malachi, 8 of 13 shooting. Scottie Barnes, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
That's nasty. That's nasty for our young guns.
And a win against this New York Knicks team that had Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickley, who played significant minutes in the NBA for the Knicks last year. So it had the ability to be more competitive than it was, but Raptors' depth seemingly did well for the team.
Yeah.
And by comparison, I wonder how many points those guys had. Do you want to venture a guess while I pull up the box score?
Of what guys, sorry?
Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickley. Should have been the two biggest hitters.
I haven't even noticed either of those guys.
I haven't noticed them score either, but Obi Toppin apparently put himself together. Pretty nice game. 21 points, 8 rebounds. Yeah, but he shot 1 for 9 from 3. Woo!
Man, Freddie
Quickly shot 2 for 10.
1 for 9 from 3. Jeez.
Yeah, and then Manuel Quickley went 2 for 10.
Yeah.
So they put up some good points, just not from deep.
Yeah. No, Riker. I guess, there's a minute left in this video. We have to throw out the questions now. We got to mark this down. Chat, mark this down, book it. Over how many MVPs is Scottie Barnes going to win in his career?
How many?
Over under 10.
Over or under 17?
MVPs?
Yeah.
Over. I'll take the over on that.
Yeah, you take the over. That's easy. I'll take the over. Easy money.
I'll give him MVP. I'll give him one MVP. 1 year.
Haven't noticed Manuel Quickley score except for this one time that as soon as I say his name, he scores.
Man, that's a vibe. But how many finals MVPs for Malachi Flynn? Steph Curry, he doesn't have any. I guess that was a bad one. But how many unanimous MVPs for Malachi Flynn after this game?
True. Steph Curry he got robbed.
Yeah. But he's looking like Malachi Flynn's looking like what do they call him? The Ginger Steph?
Better than Meth Curry. Better than Meth Curry.
Better than Meth Curry. Shout out Meth Curry. That's not Malachi Flynn, by the way, just so people know. That's Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson.
Nets, yeah. But the Raptors, they're going to win this one. 89-79. The defense was immaculate. Scottie Barnes was an absolute beast. Malachi Flynn shooting those threes. Delano Banton has a little bit of work to do, but certainly showed some promise, some promising moves. David Johnson, I like how smooth he is, but the threes just weren't falling there tonight. Freddie Gillespie, he's a big guy still. He's kind of playing this game exactly like he played those tanking games at the end of the year, so I don't know if he's made massive improvements, but
he's not that big. He looks about the same size as Ishmael Wainwright.
Yeah, that's I'm saying big. Well, Ishmael's a big guy, Riker. That's an NFL player you're comparing him to. So
I know, but Freddie Gillespie is nothing but a true center. We can't play Freddie Gillespie at the 4 because he has no offensive talent. So it's a 5 or bust for him. Yeah, he's not really impressing as a 5, missing layups, putback dunks, getting posterized, getting bodied on screens.
Man, Jericho Sims for the Knicks. He did look good. I have to give him credit. He looked bouncy in this game.
Who is it? Oh, the guy who put him on a poster.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
that has got to be one of the just biggest jumps that I've ever seen. Dunk
yeah,
aside, just him jumping that high had
that
me in
was
shock.
yeah. The Raptors should pick him up, get him to play. Try him out at center. Try him out at center. But yeah, look at a
There you
little
go.
like spike as we end this bad boy off. Just yeah, we broke down sort of the top players in this game. Precious Achiuwa, he was in the box score, but did not play for the Raptors summer league team. Scottie Barnes, he's looking big, he's looking fresh, he's looking. Yeah, give him a couple of years, maybe he'll have the Greek god muscles of an OG Anunoby. But he's smiling. The braces are going. 18 points, 10 rebounds. What a night for the Toronto Raptors summer league squad.
Fantastic showing. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good season, Ben. We might not tank after all. I've been swayed. It's only one game, but I was very skeptical with how much of an impact player Scottie Barnes could be, given his limited amount of scoring in college, and then also having sort of a weird year with safety protocols and all of that. It's not really like a proper college D1 experience. So he looked really nice out there.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, the Raptors, they're looking good. The young prospects, they're looking nice. We'll see how it all plays out as we inch closer. But honestly, these live watch-alongs, these games were a lot more entertaining than the end of last year. So I got to give credit to the
That's so true.
the Raptors summer league team. We fought through some nights for you guys. Those late watches, especially you had it a little bit. I guess you were working more in the mornings. I could sleep in a little bit with my 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock classes. But I had the Newfoundland time, which was brutal watching 2 a.m. the Raptors tank. But had to get those reactions out. But now we got, Sunday afternoon, the Raptors Summer League team actually entertaining, actually engaging. It's going to be a great season coming up this year, Riker.
That's true. Real smiles and not fake smiles. It's already off to a better start.
Yeah. Do you know when the next game is for the Toronto Raptors?
I can quickly check.
Yeah, so people know. You can stay subscribed if you really want the up to datest stuff. You subscribe to Raptors Digest. We got all the hot news coming, breaking down these players, more free agent talks. It's going to be a lot of stuff still trickling in. A lot of players still available on the market here. The Raptors currently have a lot of depth. We had a little update that we're going to break down on the Toronto Raptors plans going forward, so that'll come out half soon. But people are saying Barnes is becoming their favorite Raptor. But how do you think
Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern versus the Golden State Warriors. Did they? Yeah, they had. So we should see
Wiseman, Kuminga, and Moody. Yep.
And Moody. Yep.
Yeah. And hopefully Wiseman. See if we should.
Hopefully Wiseman to see what we passed up on.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't play too good. Because if he plays incredible, we're going to hear it from everybody saying that we should have dealt Pascal Siakam, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Anyways, you guys are the best to make it this far. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, all that cool stuff. Riker, do you have any last words on the Raptors getting some W's in Summer League?
No last words, but go check out that LiAngelo Ball game and see if he'll make himself a roster spot this year.
Yeah, get him an NBA contract.
Hopefully, maybe we'll sign him. Cheers.